Hello everyone, Dom here from Esports News UK. I'm joined by two very special French veteran Counter-Strike players here. Very special guests, KennyS and RpK. How's it going, guys? And welcome to IEM Kettering.
Thank you. We had a great day. We're a little bit tired now, obviously. It's been a long day, but we absolutely love the atmosphere here at the EpicLAN. A lot of beers have been consumed, also from us, surprisingly. But the atmosphere has been really great.
Brilliant.
Bienvenue au IEM Kettering. Ça
va? Oui, ça va très bien. C'est bonne ambiance, super sympa, on profite de la journée, c'est top.
We are enjoying the day, great atmosphere, as I said as well. Really good. We are enjoying the day.
Excellent. So were you aware that EpicLAN is referred to as IEM Kettering?
No.
And, oh, you wasn't?
No.
So actually, although it's sponsored by Tradeit this time, previously it was the Intel Epic Masters Cup because everyone used to say it was IEM Kettering.
Okay.
So it is like the UK CS. And I'm told it is the biggest CS LAN in Europe.
Oh yeah?
At this level, with the amount of teams, I think there's 40 teams. I could be wrong there. I need to check that. So, yeah, I mean, it must be very different to other events you've been to in the past.
It really looks like some of the events we've been to. Insomnia, we made a lot of Insomnia, which is a really famous event. That's also have a little bit of the Drew McWinter vibe. It's really we're really familiar with these events, but more like 12 years ago. But that's fun.
And do you know what? I have to ask you, Kenny. So when I was doing my research for this, my site actually interviewed you 6 years ago, just before the Face It London major.
Okay.
So it was one of my writers, Jamie Wooton, who asked you, and you said, and I quote, "Chemistry is something really underrated within a team." So I think you were at G2 at the time. Do you see good team chemistry here, in the charity match and so on?
Well, I don't know if there is a good chemistry within the teams, but within the people for sure. And that is why the event is so enjoyable for everyone. And if I remind well, that interview actually made quite a lot of noise. I remember that interview actually, not entirely, but I remember seeing this. I definitely think that chemistry within the team is making a big difference. Yeah.
And RpK's views on, the atmosphere here, like the community spirit.
Sur ta vision de l'atmosphère et de la communauté, l'état d'esprit qu'il y a ici.
Très joyeux, très comment expliquer ça, très avenant, très sympa au niveau de la communauté anglaise. Donc bonne ambiance, une très bonne ambiance où c'est que j'ai l'impression que tout le monde s'aime bien ici, donc c'est cool.
Really joyful. He has a feeling that everybody likes each other here, and that everybody has. It's really easy for people to come to you and talk to you, and that's something we kind of enjoy. And you can feel that there is a kind of light atmosphere, and everybody is really enjoying gathering here together.
I was going to ask you this question at the end, but I'll ask it now. What are your aims over the next few years? You're doing your streaming. Could you see yourself doing other things? Maybe translation?
I hope not at some point, but no, I want to develop my content. I've been working harder than ever right now to develop my content, that being on YouTube, social media, or stream. I know that I've been surfing a little bit on my name and on just playing on stream, but I realized that I need and I want something bigger. It's a different job, and I need to. I cannot just rely on the achievement I've had as a player, as great as they were. I need to achieve new things now with content, and I surrendered myself at the end of the last year. My girlfriend is helping me a lot with a lot of aspects of my career as a content creator. So I'm really, I'm actually ready now to move on.
And I'll just ask you first, are you with Falcons anymore, or have you moved on? Because I couldn't see an announcement saying you'd left, but I noticed there wasn't Falcons in your Twitter bio.
Considering there was no announcement made, I can't say anything.
Right, okay. No worries. Yeah, I'd love to know what RpK's planned. You know, I didn't ask you about coaching. Is there anything else you'd go into? Or?
Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire dans le futur, les prochaines années? Tu te vois où? Coaching, stream? Où est-ce que tu...
Ok, les prochaines années, moi au niveau Counter-Strike j'ai arrêté. Au niveau CS, où je stream de temps en temps mais très peu parce qu'à côté de ça on a un garage de préparation automobile. Et à côté de ça aussi on va se lancer dans la compétition automobile. Et moi-même je serai au volant d'une voiture de drift pour faire la compétition de drift.
Okay, so he literally quitted CS. He's streaming sometimes, but it's not his main focus. He's having his car workshop where he's changing cars into master cars. But beyond everything, he's gonna actually compete as a driver, and as a drifting. So yeah, he's still into competition, but in a totally different industry.
Yeah, I remember seeing that actually. Because do you share like your cars stuff on your Twitter, on your social media?
Est-ce que tu partages? Ouais, tu partages.
Oui, yes,
I've seen that. Yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. And tell us what you've been doing here as well, because you're with Trade It. So you've done the charity stream, the charity match. You won 13-10. You've been doing 1v1s and meet and greets. Tell us about your relationship with Trade It.
Well, myself, I've been with Trade It for quite a long time now. It's literally it's the most loyal partnership I have, and loyalty is something that beyond the work aspect, it's something that I value a lot as a person in my life. So I'm really grateful for Trade It for having me here and supporting me for such a long time. And thank you, Trade It, and I hope that our relationship will keep on going for a really long time, because they are the best marketplace in the world. Ta relation avec Trade It, what was the question again?
So yeah, tell us what you're doing here with Trade It and the 1v1s and things like what that's been like. Because did they sign you both together, or how did that work?
Well, myself, as I said, I'm in contract with Trade It. Cedric, I think they reached out to him for the event.
Okay.
C'est quoi ta relation avec Trade It et t'es venu ici par rapport à eux, tout ça?
En fait, ils m'ont invité à cet événement et du coup, c'est un grand merci à eux. Ça m'a fait plaisir. Le staff, je connaissais pas vraiment Trade It, donc voilà. Et merci encore à eux. Le staff est super sympa. Et non, je découvre, j'apprécie, et même les événements qu'on a fait, les 1v1, le showmatch et tout, c'était bien, c'était plutôt bien organisé. Et... Non, franchement, merci à eux, merci à Trade It.
So he's got invited by Trade It. He was not familiar with them back in before that. He's really grateful to be here. Really grateful to meet the Trade It people that have been really amazing with us, and that thanks to them also from him. But also they were amazingly nice and organized, and that has been just pure joy, and always nice to discover nice people.
Yeah, 100%. And I've got to ask this question. So you've won IEMs, ESL Pro Leagues, you've played at the highest level, majors, but could you do it on a cold rainy night in Kettering?
Could you what?
Could you win on a cold rainy night in Kettering?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm pretty sure that if we are making our team, we will destroy everyone. I've seen my good friend Smuya playing the event and got destroyed. Well, unfortunately, he was lacking of players like us. So I definitely think that if we are putting the effort, we could easily win the IEM Kettering.
So do you know that phrase? Are you familiar with that phrase? Could you do it on a cold rainy night in Stoke? Have you heard of that before?
No,
so it's a football phrase in the UK, and it was around teams like Barcelona and Real Madrid. Oh, they can win the league, or French PSG can win the league. Yeah, but could they do it on a cold rainy night versus Stoke in England? Because notoriously Stoke and places like that are hard places to go to for Man United and Arsenal to win. So that's where it come from. So it's a good answer. And are you football fans as well? Yeah. So you do you support PSG or?
I support PSG for a very long time. Yeah. And I realized that you were actually right, that it's really hard to win in England, except in Anfield, which is probably the most overrated stadium in the world. So I apologize to every Liverpool fans, but yes, your atmosphere is quite bad.
What, Liverpool atmosphere?
Liverpool atmosphere, it's literally 5 minutes before the play, as soon as the player enters in the field.
Walk a line.
And then it's over. Have you seen Liverpool PSG? Have you seen Liverpool every French teams coming into that stadium? Sorry guys.
There was some controversies with that, wasn't there? With the fans, the Liverpool fans. Last year, I think, unless I'm thinking of another stadium.
Yeah, in France, because of the Champions League final.
That's it.
That is not Liverpool fans' fault. We apologize for that. As a French guy, I apologize for that. But I'm mostly talking about the Champions League games, you know.
Yeah.
Like I like to tickle Liverpool a little bit, you know. But yeah, I get what you're saying.
And is RpK, are you a football fan? I know we're going off on a tangent here.
T'es un football fan ou pas?
Je regarde pas vraiment, je laisse la réponse à...
No, it doesn't watch. He's letting me handling the football questions.
Okay. Well, I'm an Arsenal fan, so I like France because you gave us Thierry Henry, Patrick Vieira, you know, Petit, all of that. Yeah, you know. So, and what do you think of the standard of play here? Because we've got some players like Smouya, Dobbo, Cypher. Have you seen much? Yeah, Thomas. Have you seen much of the CS tournament?
No, I haven't seen much. But as I mentioned earlier, as a joke, I've seen Smouya losing. I think Smouya is probably the best player competing here. And he lost to guys that were like I was staying behind Smouya for the entire half, and they got destroyed. And I think that there is some potential. I haven't been really deep into this, but I think there is some potential. Considering the EpicLAN is like 3 times a year, right? And always full. I guess there is a lot of love around CS. It's a matter of time, you know.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the current players, Thomas did amazing things with Into the Breach as well, and Cypher up and downs, but there is some potential.
Yeah, definitely. And your views, RpK, on the standard of play here? You know, his views on some of the UK players like Smouya.
Je pense des joueurs anglais et de leur futur.
Difficile à dire parce que moi quand j'ai arrêté il n'y avait pas vraiment en 2021 il n'y avait pas vraiment de joueurs anglais, enfin il n'y avait pas de scène anglaise. Et là de ce que j'ai pu voir au Major il y avait Into the Bridge qui avait je pense une possibilité, les clés. Je pense qu'il y a peut-être une place pour la scène anglaise dans le futur. J'ai pas assez de vision là-dessus pour ça.
It doesn't have enough intel to give a proper opinion, considering when it stopped in 2021. Except Smouya, there was nothing regarding the UK scene. But he had a little high and Into the Breach at the Paris Major, and he thinks that there is probably potential, but he doesn't have enough intel.
Yeah. And just lastly, guys, thanks for your time. Your views on CS2 and the state of the game. And there was a player here, shout out to Alex Byfield of Reason Gaming, because I said, do you have a question for Kenny and RpK? And he would like to get your views. He's an AWPer. What's your views on the state of the AWP in the game, and what would you like Valve to see them do or change?
Well, I changed a little bit my opinion, considering I've been a lot to criticism at the beginning of CS2 because CSGO was a perfect game, and that was a gamble. A difficult gamble for Valve to release CS2 at such an early stage. I think it's improving. I think they take care of the game, and that's a great thing. And it's a matter of time before we get a game that is as good as it was on CSGO. But yeah, definitely right now. We don't have the left-handed weapons, which kind of suck for me because I'm left-handed, you know. AWP has been quite comfortable to play with at some points, especially for me as an AWPer that have as biggest strength quickscoping, close combat, and flicking. So I would really hope to have an AWP that get a little bit closer to what we had on CSGO. But yeah, there is some things that have changed and are amazing as well, such as the smokes. I really like the smokes. But yeah, there is work to do, and it's a little bit early stage still to give a proper opinion. Just wait and see. Ton opinion sur CS2?
Mon opinion sur CS2.
Ce qui pourrait changer, est-ce que tu aurais voir changer?
Après le jeu, il a déjà quand même vachement bien évolué, je trouve. Pardon, comparé à... Enfin bon, moi à l'époque on jouait sur CS Source, même déjà d'1.6, ça a quand même vachement évolué. Je pense qu'ils peuvent toujours évidemment améliorer, peut-être faire un changement de map plus rapide. Un changement de map plus rapide, c'est le seul truc que je verrais au niveau compétitif. Après je pense qu'au niveau casual, peut-être rajouter certaine personnalisation au niveau des skins. Mais au niveau de l'équipement, après à part ça, le jeu est déjà très bien comme ça.
Well, compared to the time when I was playing Source 1.6, the game evolves really quickly, and that's a good thing. Maybe he will want, and I agree with him, more rotation in the map pool, which I think is a really great point. When it comes to the casual part, he thinks that like having more like personification into the skins, but in general he thinks that he's going the right way, and they are improving quickly.
And thanks very much for your time. I feel bad because my dad's side of the family all speak French, and I never learnt French, so I feel like I've let them down. I could have been talking to you a little bit better today, but is there anything else you'd like to add? Anything I might have missed?
Thank you, Trinity, for having us. Really, myself, I have a really special relationship with them. I have always a strong opinion on the UK. I'm a weather guy. I love the good weather and sun, you know, and good food. but yeah, like British people are really friendly, sociable, and I actually really enjoy my day here at the EpicLAN, and I hope to come back at some point. So thank you England, thank you Trinity.
That's brilliant. Thank you.
Dernier mot.
Merci pour l'interview, merci à l'EpicLAN pour cette organisation, et merci à l'Angleterre et aux Anglais de leur accueil. Merci à tous et merci à vous.
Thanks for the interview, thanks EpicLAN, thank you the English people for the way they welcomed us, because we are French, you know, and that I just added up, you know, like we are French, and you know, sometimes it's easy, but thank you guys.
It's all good. Thanks a lot for your time. Thanks EpicLAN for bringing me here as a press guest, and to Predator Gaming for powering our content. I'll be back with more stuff soon. See you soon. What is it? Au revoir.
Au revoir. Bye bye.